Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Geno's Bad at Games. Sorry it's been so long since we've continued this. Had some premiere capture issues. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It seems like it's fixed now. So
I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
now we're going to continue the adventures of Max Payne's horrible life. So here we go.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta eu quero saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Só vai atrás de inocente! Vai se fuder aqui dentro! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Que você vai se proteger, cara! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara! E eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí!
I always found it funny that they would leave his gun holsters on all the time. It's like, oh, just in case you get away and need to put guns in them, you know.
you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here?
Hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Merda! Fogo! Eu vou sair fora daqui! Vai em frente! Eu te dou guarida! Não tem chance nenhuma!
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. About the only friend I had left in that town. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Está me achando com cara de babaca? Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, porra. A gente não tinha nada a ver com isso. Prometo, tá? Me dá um nome. Eu só sei que teve um apagão, mas é tudo que eu sei. É isso que você quer? Nós vamos morrer. De qualquer maneira, dá certo. Vamos! Frontini, por favor, vamos! Por aqui!
Peraí, vamos correr. Fogo! Atira agora! Ninguém se mete com a UP! Porra! Esse cara! Eu vou pra lá! Me cobre, me cobre! Meu Deus! I'm out of here!
I can't believe this. It's Mr.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more presently, it seemed I was too. Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. The security switch had to be in that booth. Either there was a switch to those doors somewhere, or I was in a whole heap of shit. It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
I think I got it.
Recarregando. Pronto. Temos mais contingente. Você não tem chance nenhuma. Atirando. Estou metendo fogo. Fica na posição!
You know, I'm probably not going to need this weapon, but you know what's wrong with a little overkill, right?
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito? Não estou...
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
atirando com ele, galera!
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me. Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Esse filho da puta! Compra essa porra aí! Atira nele! Pera aí!
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. Special Forces painkillers. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
I always wondered why Max never took the time to take
If
their
the
armor.
heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. I saw the elevator doors were open. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Absolutamente perfeito, porra!
Foda-se! Foda-se!
Ah, crap.
Eu vou te matar!
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Mete bala nesse porra,
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. The bastards had me locked in. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker. I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Não deixem que discutam. Seu filho da puta! Vou te matar! Agora você vai morrer! Ele atirou! Preciso me retirar! Caralho, o que foi?
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada!
frente! Corre, desgraçado! Ele está fugindo! Você vai morrer! Vai! Toma meu braço! Entra aí! Entra aí! Puta! Eu vou matar o seu cara! Esse corre! Olha o que você pegou!
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Vou adorar te matar!
Aguentem firme! Me ajuda!
Ele me pegou! Ele me pegou! Me dê cobertura!
Aproveita a brecha, merda!
Droga!
Me atingiu!
This is why I'm glad the cover system was created for this game, or was put into this game at least.
Não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, caralho, perdi, perdi! Beleza, perdi!
I'll give it up.
Não parem de atirar! Acertem ele! Tem merda aqui!
Can't remember
Becker
if
and Bachmeyer had taken
leaving
their
that guy
pound of
alive
flesh and sold
does
it on the
anything.
black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Pega ele! Vai, avança! Vamos, vamos! Pode pegar ele, porra! Segura ele! Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na
Beleza,
mira,
rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Mandei ele longe de mim!
eu fui atingido! Ai. Minha perna tá doendo! Ah, seu fracote de merda! Aí, atira nele! Ok, amigão, vim te ajudar, vim te ajudar!
Vai, 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 vai!
Puta!
Eu vou pra lá! Me cobre, me cobre!
Você não tem cheiro! Aí, mano, eu já tava ligado na fita! Vai tomar no seu, caralho!
Não posso sair daqui! Alguém pega ele!
Não se deixam, porra! Preso aqui! Me ajuda, porra!
Vamos te matar!
Ainda dá tempo! Fique onde estão! E alerta! Pode matar esse cuzão! Não se deixam, porra! Vai, cobertura, porra! Vai, 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 vai que eu atiro! Acabou, boy!
Ooh, don't ask me how I survived that one.
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? You shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Da Silva!
you when I get my promote! You're even crazier than I thought!
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Ei! Parado aí!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Alright, so this is going to do it all for this edition of Geno's Bad at Games. When we return, it's the airport.
Now that I made it through check-in.
See you later.